discussing the Unit 2 Instructional Planning, Lesson 5, Things to Consider in Planning, Instructional in Mathematics in the Primary Grades. So before anything else I have here prepared a game or motivation which is called Human Word Game. Instruction is, please read me some piano.
The class is divided into 3 groups to construct a word using the provided sentence.
Yes, so please group yourself into 3.
Give burden. 1, 2, 3.
So please write your groups in 1/4 sheet of paper. Then I will give you this. Group 1. Para sa group 1. Ay, group 1 eh.
What is this?
Group 2.
Group 2 na
And group 3.
dalawa to.
Yes, 2 words yan.
Sorry.
Na 1 word. Sa loob, group 2 ano? Group 3? Uy, kami sa group 3 oh. Group 2. So, yung mauna is and then yung the rest is 5 points lang. Human word no, dapat ganyan. Human! Yes, 10 points sila. Yes, human word na, di ba? Sa human word ba?
Availability.
mathematics in primary grades. In education planning involves designing and preparing learning activities for students. With lesson planning requires teachers to consider lesson objectives, of course, suitable activities for the students, the sequence of our lesson plan, and the necessary materials that are needed in our lesson, and the time allocation, what time you i-apply mo sa lesson mo. For like example is for 30 minutes is matatapos mo tong, or like 5 or 10, 25 minutes is matatapos mo tong lesson na to. And classroom management during these activities na ipiprepare mo, and the evaluation methods to assist the goal achievements. Kung ano yung mga assessments na i-apply mo sa mga students mo to know if na-achieve mo ba yung goals mo doon sa objectives mo. So I want you guys to please stay with your groups kasi meron pa tayong mga games na mystery, which is the mystery box games. So how to play this mystery box game? So still, doon pa rin kayo sa group mates nyo. And I said na isulat nyo sa 1/4 yung group mates nyo para mabigyan ng points dito sa kung sino mang sasagot sa questions natin after discussion. So first is yun nga, yung 3 groups na ginawa natin and answer of course the questions. And third is choose either to keep the box or give the box to the other group. So may mystery box tayo dito na may mga points na ibibigay every after question. So you will decide either you will give the box or you will give the box. And kahit anumang laman ng box na yun na points is magigain nyo or hindi nyo magigain kapag ini-give up nyo yung box or mystery box natin. So first thing to consider in planning instruction in primary grades is the contents. Research the subject matter that you will be teaching. You should consult the curriculum and teaching guides published by the DepEds. Of course, we teachers have to know the contents of our lessons or our subject area. And by researching, hindi lang tayo dapat nakafocus sa kung anong meron yung curriculum and teaching guides na binigay sa atin. Pwede pa tayong mag-search sa mga websites, mag-provide ng mga videos and mga clip na align doon sa subject matter natin. Yun nga, dahil alam mo ba kung bakit kailangan natin yun, yung mga other resources natin, kasi nga hindi natin maibibigay o hindi natin mai-provide sa mga students natin yung lahat. Like, hindi dapat limited yung resources natin as a teachers. Dapat mas palawakin pa natin yung alam natin sa subject area na yun dahil syempre mga students yung tuturuan natin. And the second one to consider in teaching mathematics is objectives. The objectives. Before you begin planning, you need first to know what specific knowledge and skills you want your students to develop during the lesson or the unit. Teachers often focus too much on knowledge, forgetting about developing skills, which is the long term, are more important than knowing bare facts. So yun nga, kailangan natin mag-set ng goal doon sa ating i-discuss na lesson or i-develop na lesson during this. Kasi and of course, hindi lang din mere facts or knowledge yung ibibigay natin sa students natin. And of course, dapat may mga skills din silang matutunan during these lessons. So we have to consider both knowledge and skills dito sa gagawin nating objectives para lang hindi mere facts or knowledge yung alam ng ating mga students. And may questions na tayo dito. I want Inida to part ka ng groups, di ba?
Yeah.
So I will pick group 2 to answer these questions. Yes. Please, you have your representative to answer or to read these questions and answer.
Read lang.
Please stand,
Stand.
read and answer.
The question is, Miss Kazan, a recently hired educator, is getting ready to teach her grade 3 pupils about a motorcycle for the first time. She wants to make sure her lesson is both interesting and useful. So, what should Miss Kazan do first to be ready for her motorcycle lesson? So, A. Gather classroom resources. B. Assess students' prior knowledge. C. Plan on teaching classroom activities. D. Research the motorcycle thoroughly. For me, I choose D.
B. Guys, what did you answer? Have you read? Kapag nasagutan niyo ito ng tama is,
Any data?
you will have the chance to choose either skip.
A or B?
Okay, if, wait,
Letter.
yun na ba yung final answer niyo?
It's getting ready.
Wait lang, kasi any data?
Final answer letter. Final answer letter D. So, you choose either to keep the box or give the box to the other group.
Keep the box.
Yes, you will keep the box.
Yeah.
Final.
Keep.
Keep the box. You will.
Yay!
Yun yung sinabi ko sa inyo dapat nakasulat yung groupies nyo para malagyan nyo ng points. The third one considered in teaching or in planning instruction in mathematics in primary grades is the students. Get to know your students, where they came from, what their interests are, what they already know, their learning style, and their attention span and special needs, etc. Of course, you have to know your students' background, ano ba yung mga gusto nila, saan ba sila mas natututo, visual or like a teacher-centered lang or hands-on activities like that. And knowing your students will also help you build rapport with them, which is important if you want your students to be freely sharing their ideas and with you and their classmates. So of course, kailangan natin to build rapports para may freedom yung mga students or mga learners mo na mag-express ng kanilang ideas, opinions, and mga experience sa inyong klase while discussing your topics or subject matter. Kasi, another important matter or important consideration that needs a serious attention in teaching, especially in mathematics, is these students who have fixed mindset. Ano ba itong sinasabi natin fixed mindset? Anyone? Yes. What do you think is the fixed mindset students?
Fixed mindset is yung mindset niya na parang hindi na siya mag-grow or parang hindi ko lang yung kahit na-fix na yung kakayanan niya.
Yes.
Kasi na to, kasi hindi ko na to kaya, hindi ako mag-successful, hindi ako matututo, hindi ako mag-improve.
Yes, thank you. Tama yung sinabi niya. Yung fixed mindset na meron yung mga students is yung fixed na sa mindset nila, hindi ko to kaya. And those things is na influenced by sometimes by adults or their past experiences during their childhood. For example, is yung adult experience nila is naririnig or napapansin nila or nakikita nila sa mga adult na nahihirapan or sinasabi ng mga adult na ang hirap ng math or like nagsastruggle sila sa math. So sinasabi nila or inisip nila na nahihirapan nga yung mga adult, tayo pa kayang mga bata. And yung past experiences nila na bad experiences nila sa school or sa classroom is nakaka-influence din sila. Naka-influence din para magkaroon sila ng fixed mindset. At meron din naman tayong tinatawag na growth mindset ng mga students. Ano nga ba yung growth mindset ng mga students? Ito yung mga students na naniniwala sila sa sarili nila na yung failure na pagdaanan nila is isa yung lesson lesson para mas mag-grow pa sila and mas attempt pa sila na mag-learn. So, the fourth one is the learning environment ng ating students. Aside from physical environment where the learning takes place, it is also important to consider consider the social and emotional learning environment of the class. You need to make sure that you promote a positive environment where students are motivated and are supportive of each other's goals. So in this is kailangan natin i-promote yung positive environment sa ating mga students para ma-motivate sila na mag-raise ng kanilang mga concerns, mga ideas, and opinions sa ating lessons. So, meron na naman akong questions dito na sasagutan ng Group 3. Group 3. Anyone from Group 3 na makasagot at
Mr. Jones observes that certain videos are looked at to contribute to class discussion. Which element of the classroom should be studied resolve this? The classroom's physical layout, the variability of technology,
what would be your answer?
Ano meaning ng
Reluctant learner. Hesitant siya mag-make.
okay. I think
You can help your Yes. So correct answer is letter C.
C.
So would you give the box or keep the box? Keep the box. Final. Kaya yung box na i-keep nyo. So wala kayong may 5 points na kayo for the correct answer. The last one is the availability resources. Take into consideration the instructional materials that you will be needing before you write your lesson plan. So dito is kailangan mong malaman kung available ba yung mga gagamitin mo. For like example is itong projector, yung laptop, or yung blackboard ba kaya is available sa classroom nyo or sa pagtuturuan mo. Dahil kung hindi, pwede kang gumawa ng mga mga plans na mag-a-align doon sa i-discuss mong topic. The last question will be goes to Group 1. Group 1.
The projector in school breaks down how can a certain case use its usefulness to successfully carry on with this lesson. Either B, use alternative.
Yes, correct. Answer. But when you keep the box or give the box,
Keep.
keep the box.
Negative.
Minus.
Unfair mambukon sa group 1.
The MCQ natin is time na ba?
Yes.
So,
Dalawang question na lang.
dalawang question.
Kay madabal ka di pa oral.
Pick a number. Please, Miss Buhari, can you read the instruction?
Learners pick a number and answer the question written at the back of the paper with the number they have chosen.
Pa?
Pick a number, draw out. Anyone?
Five.
Anyone?
Five.
1. Saan ba din?
Ito. Dito, and
Answer.
pick mo ka.
Miss Annie is aware of how to study the manipulate the solution to make skills. Which example from the list below best illustrates this
Please read aloud kasi na parang marinig yung task Miss Monique. Sa pagtuulan niyo yung question.
Miss Adil is aware of how crucial it is to incorporate both information and skills into her class. Which example from the list below best illustrate this? Simply lecturing on the water cycle, having students memorize the stages of the water cycle, designing an activity where students build the model of the water cycle, and giving a test on the water cycle terminology. The AC. Si Basi. The third is number 3.
Yes, correct answers. Thank you. And number 2.
Number 1, how can Miss Abby assist the lesson success and accomplishing her learning goals? 1. She has taught A by assisting students understanding through a quiz or project. B by asking students if they enjoyed the lesson. C by observing students' engagement during the lesson. D by checking attendance.
Yes, correct. Thank you very much. The rest will be discussed by the other.
Yes. Pwede na?
Yes, you can do.
Ay, Dodo, kamusta ka ni?